I love vintage watches. There's just a certain elegance and timelessness about them. I've never had one because of the high maintenance costs, but I've always wanted to try one. So when something like this comes along, with its blend of vintage design and modern manufacturing, I just knew I had to have it. I mean, just look at it. This is the Merkur Vintage 70s Classic Crossline Dial. Yes, I know, that's a mouthful. Merkur sent this watch over for review and I get to keep it. As always, that won't affect the honesty of my review. You can get this watch from the Merkur store on AliExpress. They have a ton of colors and strap options to choose from. They range between $85 to $113 depending on the configuration you go with. The watch comes in a travel case that feels very well made. Extra brownie points for coming in the Portuguese flag colors. I've never seen my wife get so excited at the watch case, but she got really excited when she saw this. Inside the case you'll get a thick manual that you'll probably never read, a polishing cloth, and a spring bar tool. This watch measures 38mm in diameter, it has a lug-to-lug of 44.5mm, and it has a lug width of 20mm. The case itself is 9mm thick, but that goes up to 12mm when you include the box crystal. It weighs in at 61 grams on the leather strap, and it's water resistant up to 50 meters. These are a set of dimensions right in that Goldilocks zone for most wrists. The case profile reminds me of vintage King Seiko models like the 4420 with its wide lugs. It has circular brushing on the top of the lugs, while the bezel and sides of the case are polished. The transition between the polish and brush surfaces looks sharp and really well done. The side profile of the case screams elegance to me. The lugs have a sharp downward angle and they contour nicely to help it wear very comfortably while it's on your wrist. The crown comes in at 6mm and it looks like a shrunken down version of the crown that you'll find on the IWC Big Pilot. It's a push-pull crown, hence the 50-meter water resistance rating. You can hand wind the movement with the crown down and pulling it out allows you to set the time. The crown is signed with the Merkur logo, which is a nice touch. Moving on to the crystal, it's a beautiful box dome crystal that sits 3mm tall. It's made from K1 material, which is more scratch resistant than mineral but not as resistant as sapphire. It's a double dome, so there's no distortion when viewed from acute angles. There's no AR coating on this, but it gives a very clear, excellent view of the dial. The dial has a beautiful sunburst finish that plays very well with the light. It's a teal color that looks a bit more green in certain lighting conditions. The color Merkur used here is quite unique. I haven't seen this shade of teal on many other watches. As the model name implies, there's a white cross in the middle that connects to the indices in the 3, 6, 9, and 12 o'clock positions. I guess that's one way to know that all your indices are properly aligned. The text on top is pinyin for Fanji, which is the Chinese name of Merkur. I really hope I pronounced that right. The text at the bottom says made in China, proudly displaying where this watch was built. The indices are applied and they have a very nice polish finish. Like the hands, they're in a gold tone that pops against the dial. The hands are polished on one half and they have a matte finish on the other. That combination doesn't just look good, it helps keep them legible in most lighting conditions. The hands and indices held up well on the macro. There were no visible scratches or dust. If you look closely, the edge of the dial, minute hand, and seconds hand actually slope downwards towards the edges. This is a really nice touch and it gives that dial some extra dimensionality. The caseback has a cool engraving of the Great Wall of China. The engraving is nicely finished and it looks very detailed. Under the caseback, you'll find the mechanical movement powering this watch. This movement looks good, though there are some rough finishing in certain parts. This is a custom built movement by Merkur. It has a power storage of about 40 hours and an accuracy of plus minus 25 seconds. I tested those claims and they actually held up, averaging around plus 11 seconds per day over the course of 1 week. Do keep in mind it does not have a hacking function. The leather strap is Merkur branded and it has quick release spring bars. I'm not sure what this pattern is called. Let me know in the comments if you do. It feels comfortable and high quality. The strap is thick but soft and it has a very nice taper. The clasp is polished and it has the FOD branding on it. They also sell this watch with the stainless steel bracelet option if you prefer the look of that. So, what are some things I like and dislike about this watch? Let's start with the good. And I have to start with the design. I love the vintage looks and the beautifully shaped case and crystal. The sloped dial and handset are true to vintage design aesthetics. The teal sunburst dial is gorgeous, and that color combination with the gold hands is something I found myself staring at so many times throughout the day. Besides that, I really like the comfort. Because of that slim case and the way it contours around your wrist, this watch was extremely comfortable to wear. It fit my wrist like a glove, or wristband. But what are some things I don't like about this? I have to start with the crystal. Don't get me wrong, the crystal is gorgeous. But the fact that it's not sapphire makes me think it's not going to hold up well in the long run. Especially because it sits so high and it may knock against something. Scratch that. Based on experience, it will knock against something. Next up, it's the crown. I found it very hard to pull out. Merkur mentioned it's by design to ensure the water resistance rating, but I didn't like the fact that I had to struggle whenever I wanted to set the time. I thought the whole crown was going to pop out because I was applying way too much force. To wrap things up, what do I think about this Merkur? I like how the brand is going against the dive watch trend on AliExpress and giving us some beautiful vintage inspired watches. If you want a taste of the past, but like me, you don't want to deal with the high maintenance costs of a vintage watch, this $85 Merkur is a beautiful alternative. If you enjoyed this review, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.